Hi. So, I feel like I'm speaking to someone who's feeling this deep and profound melancholy these past few days. Yeah, and it's not like that there's anything wrong in your life. I don't feel like that's the case, but suddenly you just feel this very deep sense of sadness within you, even when your physical reality, your external reality, is going quite well. Or not really well, but serene and peaceful. Yeah, it's this sense of peaceful melancholy that's surrounding your energy right now. So, if that sounds like you, feel free to stay here and have a chat with me. Yeah, and that's 111 on the timer, as I said that. I feel like I want to get us some crystal to ground our energy. And I feel like you're very grounded. You don't even need this. Yeah. If anything, we don't need grounding. But yeah, just for the sake of crystal, here's my tiger's eye. Let's charge it up. Okay, feel free to inhale and exhale with me. Yeah. So may the collective that's watching this feel serene and not alone in their journey as they go through this life quite heavily with melancholy, but definitely with a sense of peace and purpose still. May good light and energy surround this reading, the message that will be imparted in this. Yeah. So let's put our tiger's eye in here. Can I put it here? I'm not sure if you can see that. No, you can't, but it is in our energy. Yeah, I also want to look up at what tiger's eye mean as a crystal, because I feel like that's significant as well. Tiger's eye crystal meaning. I haven't memorized it yet. So let's refer to our okay. Tiger's eye rock and its crystals have a very powerful meaning. The tiger eye stone's meaning lies in protection, clarity, power, courage, practicality, and ground powers. Having elements of fire and earth tiger eye means taking charge of life's direction with courage. It also signifies unity, strength, critical thinking, and welcoming good decisions in life. Yeah. So 444 on the timer as I was reading that as well. So stability, it's a mix of stability and also a sense of fire, because I can see the Leo sign in my mind's eye. So Leos have a sense of determination and greed with them, being a fixed sign, right? And so I feel like this is the energy that we're being asked to reflect upon as we go through this peaceful melancholy. Yeah. Peaceful melancholy. So let me pull on this, the wild unknown archetypes that I have. I really love this deck. And if I'm being honest, I haven't even read the guidebook in here just yet, so my knowledge in this area is very limited, but we'll see what we can make out of this. But it's also a great exercise to start before you're fully ready, right? And I feel like that's your energy as well. Maybe you have just also started with the process of putting yourself out there, and maybe just putting yourself out there and sharing this incredible self that you are. And maybe this sense of melancholy within you just reflects that maybe this depth that you have discovered within yourself hasn't yet been reflected back to you. 721 on the timer, as I said that. 721 is my angel number, by the way, for those of you who are new here, because that's my birthday, July 21. Yes. And 721 kind of reminds me of 777, because 777 is 7 times 3, and 7 times 3 is 21. That's just my fun way of dealing with numbers. So, okay, let's see. Angels, spirits. What archetype are we being called to reflect upon in this state? The river. Wow. And the cave at the bottom of the deck. I feel like there are lots of wisdom in here. So this is number 34, the river. And then this is the cave is 32. Okay, what I'm getting in here is, okay, what I'm getting in here is that we are in the cave right now in our journey. And I know that you may have probably thought to yourself that you went out of the cave already because you put yourself out there. But this is another cave. I feel like this is another ascension that we're all going through. Another level of awakening, of self-discovery. Yeah, we're in this cave together, and maybe this peaceful melancholy is that this is an uncharted cave, uncharted territory that we're in right now. And maybe we feel so alone, and darkness surrounds us. Darkness not in a sense of chaos and turmoil, no, but darkness in a sense of just silence and just echo of what's already true to our internal world. Yes. 10, 10 on the timer. Yeah. And you know why this is the case? I feel like this is the case that you are already, I feel like even though it doesn't feel like it, you are already getting closer to whatever it is that you're envisioning yourself to go. And this is not me patronizing you, that there that we should just look at the good things, but we're just validating the balance of life, that there is light in this darkness. There is wisdom in this stillness. And the wisdom in here is that you feeling that this reverberation in the cave, once you because when you speak in a cave, in a very enclosed space, right, when you speak in that, it will just echo back into you. And what I'm getting from here is that whatever it is that you're verbalizing, putting out there in your external world, is you have great influence over your external reality right now, that it echoes back into you, it reverberates back to you at such a quick rate, faster than ever, than if you would compare it to how you're manifesting before. And this may not feel like it right now, because again, we're in this profound melancholy. But how beautiful it is to feel this melancholy and be able to transmute that in many different ways, in creative ways, in many shapes and forms, to the outer reality, and have it reflected back to you as these echoes, silent echoes. Yeah, and are you seeing that sun? There is light in this darkness. And then we also have the river. So I just recently talked about in my other socials that one of my favorite Disney songs is from Pocahontas, and the title of the song is Just Around the River Bend. And the lyrics in there is that what I love most about rivers is you can't step at the same river twice. The water's always flowing, always changing. Yeah, but people, I guess, can't live like that. We all must pay a price. To be safe, you lose your chance of ever knowing what's around the river bend. Waiting just around the river bend. And I feel like you just have made this very courageous and brave decision to look outside the box, step outside the box, and see what's around the river bend. And it has taken you to this place, this uncharted space that maybe you don't know how quite to navigate yet, but you're in this very blessed space because you're courageous enough to go there. And some people wouldn't even dare do that, let alone think about doing that. Some people are just okay with just floating around and letting the river take them to whatever it wanna takes. But you decided to go this difficult course, this unorthodox course of water. And since you let the water take you there, it's also trusting that it's not gonna lead you somewhere that won't be fruitful. Because you're not just any other people. You didn't choose to be safe. You choose to be lucid. Yeah. To be in this lucid reality. Yes. Wow. Okay. Now let us pull on this Divine Abundance Oracle deck as well. This is one of my very first OG Oracle deck that I possessed. And I feel like I've been called to talk about that because maybe right now, maybe we've been really trying to perfect things or being so nitpicky on the details of things or how things must go. But it's going back to the basics, to where you started, where you originally started, and grounding yourself in that energy. But again, this energy is already grounded. So it's just the acknowledgement as well that maybe the grief that you're feeling, the melancholy that you're feeling, is just the distance of how far you've come from your previous self. Yeah. Okay. What can we benefit from knowing? And this energy, spirit, angels. What can we benefit from knowing right now in this energy to help the collective with this profound sense of melancholy that they've been experiencing? Liberation. It says, the doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe anymore that they're you. Oh my God. This is so profound, you guys. I literally am crying as I read that. Dragonflies could be significant. You might have seen dragonflies or butterflies, since I said that. Just recently, the green could be significant as well. And here's what it says. The doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe anymore that they're you. And it says liberation. And I just have this profound sense of You know, why? You know why you're feeling melancholy? You're feeling melancholic, you're feeling sad, you're feeling that these doubts and fears still come up. You know why you're feeling all these things? It's because they're not a part of you anymore. You have liberated yourself from those caging feelings or perceptions about your life. You don't revolve your life around those false sense of self anymore. You have cut the cord. Oh my god, that is so lovely and fantastic. This is exactly the message that we need right now. This is why you've been feeling the melancholy. Because if I can imagine it, there's this thing, right? What I'm getting is that, for example, there is a body. Oh, 2112 on the timer, as I said that. There is a body, right? And for example, this body is us. So, for example, when we're a child, when we're children, we took in trash from society or our caretakers to build this false sense of self. So, for example, we will ingest a false material into our body. And so we let our lives revolve around this false sense of self that we intake, right? But since you've done enough healing and you've been in this incredible self-discovery journey, you have somehow let go of that thing that you took when you were a child and let your life, your previous life revolve around. You took it out of your body and you released it. And so you are this baby body right now. And so as you move through life, you will see this, the thing that you just took out. And yes, you may feel its remnants because you somehow recognize it with your body, because you just removed it from you. But it's exactly because it's not a part of you anymore that you can see it clearly. And that's why you have this peaceful melancholy in you. It's not a chaotic melancholy anymore, because it previously, when we're going through our lives, we're feeling this intense sadness that are chaotic because it's still inside us, it's still inside our bodies. But since we took it out already, we still see that in our external reality. We see that in people and places that we used to go to, people we used to meet, and we acknowledge that, we recognize that because it's been a part of ourselves. But it's not a part of you anymore. Your body does not have it anymore. And so you still experience the melancholy, but you're peaceful now. Wow. I feel so liberated by that. I want to show the card again. It's so fantastic. Liberation. The doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe anymore that they're you. This is so profound, you guys. And then, I guess for our last card, let's pull on this Work Your Light Oracle deck. Again, this is one of my original Oracle decks that I owned. Yes. Let's go back to the basics. Okay. Spirit, angels, Any last message you want to impart on our collective? Interesting. Align your life. What is not aligned and what needs to change? Or what needs to change? I feel like you have already aligned yourself. Yeah. You have already aligned yourself and changed yourself to the life that feels full of light and love for you. Yeah. And so the parts of you that were tied or were created by anything other than light or love is falling apart, is being shattered. All of those parts of you are being shattered and taken away from you. Yeah. But this is something that you've already done. Yeah. So honestly, this message is just like a big embrace. I want to hug you. Wait, let me take a picture so that I will post that as the thumbnail because I want to hug you. Wait. that was awkward. But yeah, this message is just a big embrace and kiss. I also want to kiss you. You're doing a great job, hon. We're all doing a great job in here. This melancholy that you're feeling is the receipt. It's the receipt that you have already done. You've already finished the process of alchemizing and rising from the ashes and healing. But of course, healing is a lifetime journey. There's always room for healing and growing. But as much as the things that you've been made aware of in your previous life goes, as much as those things go, you've healed that. Yeah. You have emerged as a better person through those things. You didn't make shortcuts. You went through all of it, however hard, however painful the journey was for you. And for that, I'm so proud of you. Because you're such a hard worker. You're a diligent worker. Yeah. And that's exactly why the universe is gonna reward you. And that is exactly why you deserve to live the life of your dreams. And that's exactly why you deserve to be in such connectedness to yourself, that you're able to connect to your external reality, to the relationships that are present around you, that are life-giving. And it's exactly why you're in this reading, you're in this video with me. Because if you resonate to this, then it only means one thing. We're soul brothers, or soul sisters, soul family. Yeah. And And don't you ever dare think that you're alone in this journey, because you're not, hun. You're not. Okay, I just wanna show you the tiger's eye again. Yes. I wanna charge you with healing energy and courage, some more to take on life's experiences. May you be filled with so much light, love, and life. So, that concludes the message. Thank you for being here with me. Yeah, this is such a nice experience, honestly. Just being here with you guys. And I just appreciate you all so much. Yeah. And I know that I don't have yet a large following. So this is probably just me talking to myself. But if you happen to stay until the end of this video, I'm so happy. Like, even if it's just one person that I get to help through this video, through this reading, then I've already done my part. I've already done my job. That's the beauty of creating content on spirituality, because it's not based on the quantity, it's based on the quality. Yeah. And so if you're here and you're one of that, you're that person that I helped, just know that I'm equally grateful for you. Yeah. It's just so great to have this space with you guys, to experience your energy, and to feel like I'm not alone in my journey as well, because this, whatever this is, I'm also going through that myself. So yeah, you're not alone. You're never alone. So whenever things get heavy, just remember to do your breath work. Inhale, exhale. It helps me a lot. And I hope that it would help you too. And that's it for me. Yeah. If you like this reading, you can choose to like or subscribe, but it's not expected, or even comment, so that I would know who you are and we can help each other in this journey. Yeah. But other than that, I appreciate you all so much. You so much. And I'll see you in my next one. I love you. Bye.